Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today on In the Kitchen with Sandy we are making some cabbage. We're making another cabbage dish. So simple, so easy, so delicious. I love cabbage any way, shape, or form. Do you like cabbage? She said she loves cabbage. But we're making cabbage today. I've got just a little piece of cabbage in the refrigerator. It's just a little piece and I didn't want it to go to waste. You always have to have bell peppers, green bell peppers, when you fry cabbage. It just goes so good together. I don't know what it is about that, but today we're doing cabbage, a little bit of ham and potatoes. Cabbage, ham, and potatoes. We're just gonna mix them together really quickly. It's gonna come together so quickly and it's so delicious. Just requires just a few other ingredients that I'm sure you already have on hand. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, let me show you what I got in here. I've got the cabbage right there that I have left over. Like I said, it's just a little head of cabbage, so there's really not much there. It's really gonna cook up next to nothing, honestly. And then I've just got two small potatoes there cut. When I fry potatoes, I usually dice them the other way, like potato chip size, but when I fry cabbage, I like to do them this way. And then also get a little bit of green bell pepper in there. I love this mixture together. I've also gotten here about 2 pieces of bacon just cut up and some ham I had left over in the freezer. We're just gonna put everything in here in this pan, and it's just gonna make magic, I tell you, magic. You're also gonna need a little bit of garlic powder. I'm also using some onion flakes and a little bit of onion salt. It's gonna help flavor it really well, and of course lots of black pepper. So what we're gonna do to get started is I'm gonna put just a little bit of oil in this pan here, just a little tiny bit, because the reason why we're gonna put just a little bit of oil in there is gonna help render out some of that the bacon grease out of the bacon. Well, it's not really gonna help it out, but it's just gonna add a little bit of extra grease to the pan that we need to fry this in. And the bacon, where there's just a little bit of bacon in there, it's not really going to have a lot of bacon fat. And we wanna make sure that we have a little bit extra, because we wanna make sure that we season this stuff really well with bacon. We're gonna go ahead and add the bacon and the ham in there. And we're just gonna cook this till the bacon gets nice and crisp, you know, a little crispy, and all the juices or the bacon fat renders out of the bacon, because that's what, like I said, that's what we're gonna use to cook this big deliciousness in. All right, look at that. That is looking nice and crispy and delicious. And I think that it's added, we've got enough grease in there, you know, to cook our veggies here. I'm gonna put them all in together. It really looked like a lot in that bowl, but it's really not. Oh my goodness. I've already got plans for this. I'm taking this to work tomorrow for my lunch. I cannot wait. And we're gonna add some onion flakes. Oh, it's going to season it so well. And it's very important to add onion salt to this, because I told you to. Because I like it, and I think you're going to like it. It's going to season that cabbage up perfectly. And then we're going to add a little bit of garlic powder. We're going to do powder because we've done salt for the onion salt. I love onion salt. That is powder, right? Guess what? That's not powder. Let's try again. This is my garlic powder. We're going to use a little bit of garlic powder in there. Oh, it smells so good in here. I cannot tell you how good it smells in here. And then I like lots of black pepper in mine. Look at that, friends. Look how delicious this looks. And then we're just going to give it a stir. Look at that. The ham and the bacon is nice and golden brown. Just make sure you combine it really well. It smells so good. And we're just going to cook this until it gets, you know, till the potatoes are nice and soft, and the cabbage is nice and soft. And it's going to be amazing. Alright guys, take a look at that. It smells absolutely amazing. And look how nice and brown it got. Oh my goodness. The potatoes are cooked perfectly for me. The cabbage is cooked perfectly for me. You know, I don't like my vegetables overcooked. I don't like anything soggy. Let's go in and see these potatoes here. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Check the bigger ones there. They are perfect. Oh my goodness. Nothing else to do at this point other than to get me a nice big bowl of it. Oh, look at that. Look at the ham and the bacon that has, oh my goodness, rendered all of its beauty. Look at that. Look at that. Like I said, I don't know what it is about the peppers, but it just adds a whole new deliciousness, depth, flavor to it. It is so good. And the ham and the bacon, oh, it's just seasoned everything. It's so good, so good. I did forget to tell you, in the beginning, I put the lid on it for about 10 minutes and let it cook. That way it could soften a little bit. And then I took the lid off so it would get nice and brown and delicious. Look at that. Now seriously, the only thing else that you need right now is maybe, you know, a big old skillet of cornbread. I love stuff like this. This is just so, it's so comforting. It's just like so comforting. It makes your house just smell so good. I was raised on stuff like this. You know it's gonna be so hot, super hot. See how crispy that bacon got? And look at the potatoes, nice and just full of color, full of flavor, and the cabbage is cooked just perfectly. I'm just trying to talk so I don't burn myself. I literally got a bite of everything with that bite, and it's so good together. I'm gonna have another bite. So hot, it's so delicious. You know what? This reminds me of when I was little, when we'd go to Kentucky, and because my grandmothers, both my grandmothers from my mom's side and my father's side lived there, and I just remember when we go down there, me and my sister always knew that we always had the best eating when we went down there. It's just my grandmas, both of them, could cook out of this world, out of this world. We loved stuff like this, and you know, my mom even cooked it. It's so amazing. I hope you give this recipe a try. It is so good, so good, so comforting, so full of flavor. You know, I appreciate you guys. I love you so very much, and I'll see you on the next episode of In the Kitchen with Sandy, if I get up.